YouTube? I figured today we would talk about some things on the way to work. Some of the things you have to expect to run into with the RIP Supercharger kit. And it's nothing negative. I mean, let's face it, 90% of people that are going to buy this kit are buying it because they want extra passing power. They want a little bit of... Squirrel! That was nice. They want a little bit of extra, right? Or they... Gonna be honest here, well, they bought the wrong car, should have bought a V8, wanted a little bit of power. That's not why I bought the car. I bought the car because eventually, this thing was systematically supposed to be a company car. And well, we see how that turned out. But what I want to talk about today is those of us who plan on racing the car. It is a V6. It does have limits. Okay? One of the things that I'm running into right now, one of the issues I'm running into right now, which is quite annoying, honestly, is we don't know what the limits of this block are. The block, you can look all this stuff up. The block code name is the Phoenix. It was in conjunction with a bunch of different companies. I mean, it was tested by Roush. Roush, I mean, I guess at some point gave it the thumbs up. It was reconfigured, remanufactured by Ferrari and Maserati. There is a turboed version of this motor in Maserati. So it's obvious that the motor can handle a little bit of power, okay? Motor's doing great. I consistently run between 11 and 13 pounds of boost at all times without an issue at all. With the goals I have set for this car, what I'm having an issue right now running into is I do not know how much horsepower this motor can take. Now, yes, there are other plans, you know. Hey, you can always do internals. But at the same time, I need to know what the block itself can handle. And I cannot find information on it. I've emailed Dodge, haven't got anything back from them. I'm trying to learn. Because if it gets to a point where, hey, your all aluminum block can only handle 520 horsepower, then it's safe to say that continuing to mod the car wouldn't make sense. I'm not going to drop $3,500 plus labor into building internals for the motor, or building the motor up just to go, this is as far as it'll go. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Monetarily, there's no return on investment there. Plus, I mean, the more power you go into, like one of the biggest things I'm running into right now is the transmission. Before I could push more power through it or go E85, I gotta have a more powerful transmission. Right now it's running the ZF HP 45A8. For what it is, for what it was designed to do, was power the V6 itself. It's great. One of the problems I'm running into is the fact that I'm very close to how much torque it can handle, because that's what the 45 in the description is. It's 450 foot-pounds of torque. Adding more power, I'm going to get closer to it, and as I race the car, it's eventually going to break, and that's not going to be good. I mean, everybody who races expects things to break. I know eventually something's going to break. I would rather it not be the transmission, especially the ZF, because it's not the cheapest thing in the world. So what I'm looking to do right now, and if anybody has any guidance on this, please leave it in the comments below, is I plan on upgrading to the HP70 and the HP70 drive shaft out of the RT. I also need the half shafts. And another reason why I'm planning on doing that is I plan on upgrading to a 370 gear ratio. So with that 370 gear ratio, if I don't upgrade some other stuff, I'm gonna have catastrophic failure. Nobody's interested in that. Excuse me. Nobody's interested in watching catastrophic failure. So I'm gonna have to upgrade the rear diff. I found a shop here in Texas that can get me Hellcat half shafts at a very good price, so I'm looking at doing that. But all in all, like, I need to know what the limits of this car is, because if I'm going to keep investing money into it, if I'm going to keep chasing this goal I have for it, I need to know that it's feasible. I need to know that this motor is not just gonna, the block's gonna crack or something like that. I need to know what the tensioning on this motor is. The entire drivetrain needs to be updated. And here's my plan, because everybody right now, I'm sure there's a couple of V8 owners watching this going, well, that's stupid, like, what are you doing? If it comes down to it that the motor can handle plenty of horsepower, I'm gonna upgrade the entire drivetrain. And one day, I'm gonna push the V6 too far. It's gonna blow up. I know that. I've already accepted it. But what my actual plan when that happens is drop another motor into it. If I already have the drivetrain set up, I mean, I can get a 392 crate or go LS, dare I, drop it directly in. They have adapters and the whole 9 yards for the current ZF transmissions. So I could do that. I mean, but if the entire car is built and the only thing that's left to upgrade is the power plant, wouldn't make any sense for me to sell the car. Why wouldn't I just drop a motor in it? These are the things that are going through my mind. Another topic I wanted to hit today. What is happening in the Mopar community? Like, you guys trip me out. Why are there Scat Pack and SRT owners at each other's throats right now? Okay. 392s. 392 in the Scat Pack, 392 in the SRT 392. Okay. You got a 6.4 liter Hemi, 485 horsepower to the crank. Okay. SRT 392 owners are calling Scat Pack owners peasants. What? You drive the same damn car. Like, okay, the only difference is I can see, I'm just a lowly V6 owner, who the hell knows. You guys have 2 more pistons in your front brakes. Ooh. You have a magnetic suspension. Okay, that's cool, but at the end of the day, you're still driving a boat. Like, we all have land yachts, people. Let's be serious. You're getting the exact same performance. And I believe the price difference is like anywhere between $5,000 and $9,000 off a base MSRP. And you guys are calling each other peasants? I want you to know the rest of us are watching you and going, okay. Like the V8 and V6 fight. I mean, that's cool. Like, you don't like my car, I don't care. But at the end of the day, it's justified. You have a more powerful car. Ish. Unless you have a 5.7. I'm gonna piss off some 5.7s here. Like, let's be serious, guys. Let's take a moment and let's be for real. The 5.7 is a truck motor. It came out of a Ram. They had a hemispherical head on it and went, oh, we could put a Hemi in a new Charger. And poof, the new Charger was born. That motor is weak. Like, if you can't accept that, there's something wrong with you. I mean, I have a 3.6 Pentastar in here, okay? We're at 305 crank horsepower. You have a 5.7, which means you have 2.1 more liters. And you only have 70 more horsepower? I mean, I don't know. It sounds crazy to me, but at the end of the day, what the hell do I know? 6.4 is like badass cars. They sound phenomenal. But you had boosted that thing without building the motor, and then the crank's got all kinds of issues. If you boost that thing, you can't put more than 5 or 6 pounds in it before you're gonna start breaking shit. I mean, in 8 power, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. But I mean, as soon as you try to boost the thing, like, you're gonna run all kinds of issues. The thing turns into a money pit quick. The end all say all, like, a Demon would be cool, but like, it's just doesn't really impress me. I mean, it's speed rated to 168 miles an hour, and then the fenders are plastic as hell. Tires are expensive. Like, unless you're really racing it, all that thing is a parking lot queen that's gonna be pulled out on the weekends. It's something that 40 years from now, people like me, my buddy Bobby, and Joseph are gonna be going to old car meets, and that's gonna come out and people, that's a Demon. Okay, I mean, that's how people react now when you see like a 70s Charger. It just doesn't do anything for me. But the end all say all here, I believe, is the fucking Hellcat. thing can hit 200 miles an hour. You got a built bottom end. Like, you can literally buy it for base MSRP $70,000, and then you can do 2,000 of mods and make it 800 horsepower. I mean, eventually I'm probably gonna go Charger Hellcat just because I love that car. To that, or I'm going Corvette. It's just watching you guys go back and forth over the same shit and who spent more money. It's stupid to me. I mean, I've been a part of a couple of different car communities now, and watching the Mopar community, you guys trip me out, man. Like, I don't know how to take some of y'all. You fight about just dumb stuff. Like, I go on Facebook and just sit there and watch, like, and then I'll comment something. Oh, you got a V6, you can't talk. I'm like, okay. Getting ready for the next racing season. That's going to be not this weekend, but next weekend. So expect videos of that probably in 2 weeks. Gonna be testing out the radials on the car. Gonna be stripping a lot of weight out of here. We plan on pulling out passenger seat, rear seat, all the carpeting, all the shit in the trunk, just to lighten the thing up. And another question for you Mopar heads in the bottom, in the comments, please. Open diff versus LSD, super track pack versus the whatever the hell I'm driving. I have an open diff. I need an LSD. Is an LSD going to translate to anything being faster on the track? I don't know. So, hey, I appreciate your guys' time. I definitely appreciate your support. The channel is growing super quick. Shout out to my boy D. Ford. He did a video on the car the other day. Make sure you check him out. I'll have his stuff in the description below. He's got a badass rip kit himself. He went a different direction. Just got a show car, things on bags, got a system in it. Super clean. That's exactly how I would have done it if I didn't catch a speed bug. Make sure you guys follow him. I definitely appreciate all you guys. It's great watching the channel grow, and apparently some of y'all like hearing me run my mouth. If you're going to be in the area in Dallas and you want to go race, there's a track open, or not a track open, Streets Mexico, hit me up. Like, find me on here or find me on Instagram. Same thing, 86 face. Let's meet up. Let's talk. I like sharing the car with people. I also really get a really big kick out of watching the reactions this car gets from people. So if you're in the area and you want to hang out, hit me up. I'm more than willing. Other than that, you guys have a great rest of the day. Stay savage. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week.